Welcome to Short Points. This week we're going to zoom in at the sacrifices in the sanctuary. I like how the lesson starts in the memory verse with this deep and emotional urge for us to present our bodies as a holy and living sacrifice. But how unlikely is for the world today that decides to worship different popular celebrities in Hollywood?
I have seen some great examples of sacrificial people and lives today. People may be sacrificial for different reasons, but I believe that it's deep in our nature. It's in the nature of the parents, for example. Sin has distorted this, but just a week ago, there were these hikers in Colorado when the rocks started coming down and killed most of them. One of the survivors was a kid whose father leaned over and protected her with his body. But I know what you mean, that it's not very natural to be sacrificial today. Let's see what the sanctuary can teach us about it. How was it for the Jewish people?
The life of the Israelite was busy with doing a range of sacrifices. It seems they spent a fortune of time and effort just to come and present their offerings before God. Different types of sacrifices like the burnt offering, the grain offering, the well-being offering, the purification and the reparation offering. It was engraved in their day-to-day life, reliving the sacrifices in the morning and in the evening. It was just building their experience with God.
It wasn't just an extracurriculum activity. It was part of their culture, of their life in any circumstances. You know, yes, they were sacrificing some of their possessions, but the key part for me is that they were participating in the sacrifice. They were part in something much bigger than them and yet all about them. It was about everything. Abraham learned this lesson in a very dramatic way. God asking him to sacrifice Isaac is gross. I mean, it's a scandal.
My answer for this enormous contradiction lies in the question, what type of sacrifice did God ask of Abraham? He requested that Abraham presents a burnt offering, a symbol of total dedication. Was this Abraham's baptism? What God was saying was, hey Abraham, if you want to be fully dedicated to me, prove it and bring your sacrifice. And by the way, I want your son.
Burnt offering, total dedication. Abraham named the place of this experience, God will provide. Doesn't this speak volume in so many levels? I'm sure that neither Abraham nor Isaac ever forgot that for us to live, someone else has to die.
I'm struggling sometimes how I experience sacrifices in my personal life. It seems like pushing it off limits. It's easy to be there when you feel and when you see the blessings and when the Spirit of God is visible. But how about when the things are not working out?
Should I continue pushing myself? I mean, will this make it working? Oh, some very honest stuff. I think that we all have such challenges. It's easy to get the misconception and confuse sacrifices with suffering, for example. Yes, it may involve suffering, but this is not it. We think sometimes that by experiencing pain or by giving things away, we are doing sacrifices. This is not it.
I wonder, how do I present a burnt offering? Or what about a reparation offering? Do they have any application today?
It has to make sense. I know that this is tricky, but our heart is the only sacrifice that will show if we are getting it. If the heart is not changed, if the relationship doesn't grow, in vain are all the sacrifices.
I'm afraid you're absolutely right, Nick. These were our short points for today. Please join us next time when we look at some lessons from the sanctuary.